Hi everybody, I'm Seamus.
And I'm Chris.
I'm Rootscarn.
And I'm Josh.
That horse didn't liking it, Josh.
You are an
Shut up.
abuser of animals.
Shut up.
Which is terrible
an
and
animal.
hypocritical. Yeah, because you are an animal. I feel like if anybody should be a card-carrying member of PETA...
So...
If you were a card... I feel like if anybody should be a member of PETA, it should be a guy who is also a cat.
Why does
feel that
driving
strongly.
this horse feel like I'm driving a semi-truck?
You know, the thing is, in this game, I really felt like I was driving my horse like I would drive an ATV in a video game. Not like a real ATV, which I'd be trying to preserve. Because those things are expensive.
A
Does the dragon
disposable...
not pop up here until you get the bounty
I don't
for
know.
it?
I don't know. A disposable ATV that wants to kill itself in combat.
Yeah, I don't know if it was the fact that the horse just doesn't have any personality and just sort of stands there like a motorcycle until it wants to break off and fuck shit up.
Wanders away until
I guess is a person. Did the
gets
horse
back to
just
its original
dip
owner.
into the floor, Josh?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, it did. Ignore it. Dragon!
More
Yeah!
like horse.
Okay, horse. I'm gonna let you attack the... Let me off the horse. Go for it, horse. Oh, shit.
Wait, the horse's name is Horace.
Oh, that would be awesome.
Horace the horse, who's also a florist.
Of course.
Oh, damn it, Rutskarn! Instinctively
Anyway.
want to say damn it, Josh.
I don't know if it's the fact that they don't actually have many mannerisms or personality. Like, I've hung around horses and... Okay, granted, the one most overwhelming sensation about a horse is the fact that they stink like shit. If you can't capture that through the medium of video games, you could at least, you know, capture some of their sort of idiosyncratic mannerisms a little more accurately. Or maybe
Like the
it's
way
just
they're
fact that-
always-
Oh, there's the dragon.
Like the way
The
that they're always
nonchalant
spoiling for a
pooping.
fight.
Yes, exactly. I don't think
Oh,
they
marked
quite
for death.
captured how every horse is kind of like a hard-drinking man out on the town, rolling up his sleeves and looking for the last guy who dated his ex.
Dragon, you gotta come down here to hit me with the fire breath, you know. What the fuck
The
is it
dragon just-
doing?
There we go. There's a real hero over there who wasn't dicking around with the horse and is actually fighting him. He's like, screw you.
Wow.
Also, you're the
Maybe if I come down
Dovahkiin, and I
here.
could get hurt.
I like how this dragon's mission is not to defeat you, but just waste your time.
Let's attempt
pretty
to climb
effective, you gotta give him
the
that much.
mountain up to him. Oh, Jesus.
You know, Josh, you realize you've been
Just with
riding
his
downhill pretty much constantly, and I don't think that horse has a saddle?
It doesn't, actually.
So, I want to paint
Wow.
a little picture here.
I am stuck. Oh, here we go. Okay.
I want you to paint you a portrait, Josh.
Ow.
Or rather, I should say the horse has been painting a portrait, and your testicles have been the canvas.
Alright,
Oh.
we got... Where are we?
We're in Skyrim. It's a province of Cyrodiil.
You sounded like...
None
No,
of
it
us
isn't.
Stormcloaks have anything
I
to
don't
say
know if
about
you've
it.
just been watching too much of the show, but that sounded very Archer. Where in Skyrim, Lana, it's a province of Cyrodiil.
Read a book.
Gosh, read a game manual!
First of all, shut up. Second of all, don't tell me how to do my job. Have you noticed that half of the dialogue in Archer is people telling other people to shut up? I'd love to see.
I think it's
Supercut.
basically... Oh, shit.
I'd love to see a supercut of shut ups.
I think I want a supercut of just people saying, you know, and not getting to finish because somebody else said something even more offensive. Anyway,
Necklace.
But enough
despite
about
the fact
game
that we
we're-
were... Despite the fact that we were going for a bow for a second there, I don't think this is the Archer hour, so maybe we should talk about Skyrim for a while.
Yeah, instead of talking about the show we're not watching, let's talk about the game we are watching. Where are we?
I've never
Somewhere
been
near
here
Riften.
before. Actually, kind of. A
I've
cool
actually
thing
been here
though.
before because I came here chasing this specific dragon on my last playthrough because you got stuck up here.
I want some goat
This is
cheese.
kind of a cool area. There's like a dead frozen Nord. There's a treasure chest.
Dragon. What
I
the
like it.
fuck
There's
is he
not-
doing out there?
There's not a lot of those
Ah!
sort of...
What? Oh my god, my horse! Where'd it go?
It went into the ground.
God.
Horace went into the ground.
I
That's what
imagine
Horace
it?
does.
Josh, are you
Horace
pretending
the
to be
burrowing
surprised?
horse.
Are you pretending to be surprised that that horse has been a ghost this entire time?
God damn it, land.
Because you weren't paying any attention. If so,
Do I have a potion of resist
Not
fire,
burning to death.
shock, cold?
You have every possible. You have everything but. Oh yeah, last week there was a moment where I wanted to take part in the show, but I was watching the episode after the fact. So you were chasing down one particular Stormcloak, and you were out of stamina. So to make up for that particular moment, allow me to do it now. Josh, you have 10 stamina potions that are weighing you down. You can barely carry them all. Will you drink one of them, please? Yeah, that should have gone in last week.
I also
You
had
know,
tons of
that's a-
booze.
that's actually an awesome point, Jameis. But I will say, in Josh's defense, that's a weird phrase. That doesn't sit right on the tongue.
I don't think I'm going to be able to fight this guy in
phrasing.
melee.
Josh is-
Let's switch to the bow.
In Josh's defense, I don't think at any one point in my Skyrim playthrough I remember to drink a potion of stamina.
Me neither. I totally forgot all the time. But I remembered when I watched him slowly chase a Stormcloak for 3 episodes or whatever that was.
Okay, in Josh's offense, which I think is more natural, we are not playing for an audience, so we tend to play more resource, like sort of more resource conservative. And
Yeah.
the point is that you never really get into a situation where you're like, I need this stamina potion now more than I would ever need it again. It's like running out of stamina just sort of happens all the time. You know, you're out for a jog, you run out of stamina. You're tagging a dude, you run out of stamina. It's rare that you hit that conspicuous emergency situation where you suddenly need more stamina than normal.
We really need to find Fusro immaterial.
Imperial bow versus Elven bow. Elven bow's way better. I like that my zombie just like died in a corner somewhere. Didn't even fight the dragon.
Well, what's it
This
gonna do?
dragon
Get a
actually
bow?
seems like leveled against you. I don't know if you're going to be able to kill it.
Shut
you're
up!
not-
I can kill anything.
You're not doing
You
so
need to
great.
get inside, dude. Get inside, suck your thumb for a while, and then heal up.
All right, what have I got for
I-
scrolls?
Okay, you know what? This
Conjure
is a good
Storm
moment to have this
Atronach.
conversation.
Firestorm.
What do you
Fireball.
guys think? I don't think we've ever really gotten in depth about this. What do you guys really think about the dragon fights? Because this was a big selling point. This is like the
they're
thing
really-
that they did that no other first-person game really does.
They're like the Big Daddy fights in Bioshock. They're sold as a big selling point, and they're really intimidating and memorable early on. And by the end of the game, it's just, oh, a Big Daddy, kill it. Oh, a dragon, kill it.
Yes.
Yes.
I would agree with that, and for me, I barely saw the dragon fights because, you know, I did the one full playthrough of the game, and then I've done, you know, like 100 playthroughs where I never touched the main quest. So and when you don't touch the main quest, dragons don't spawn at all. So I actually, to me, dragons are this small part of Skyrim. That's how distorted my view of the game is.
Well, they're super weak. Like this is
Yeah,
an
why are they weeker than giants
interesting
and mammoths?
counterexample because like I'm at the level where you're actually supposed to fight a dragon like this, but most of the time you just get so powerful towards the end game.
Right. Well, again, it's like Big Daddies. They're supposed to be intimidating, and they know that 100% of players are pretty close to it. Will encounter them early on and go, "Holy crap! I barely killed it. That was amazing. Oh my god!" And then maybe 30-40% of players will reach the end game and go, "Oh, a dragon! Fire, fire! Up, it's dead. Let me grab its soul." In the same way that you do with a Big Daddy.
Yeah.
So where is Janessa? Let's wait here for an hour.
I haven't
Janessa.
seen her in ages.
She is.
I think the main problem with the dragon fights in this game, okay, I say the main problem. I think they did it about as well as they were gonna. And, the early dragon fights really are a lot of fun. I think the main problem is that they slotted fighting dragons into the mechanics pretty much seamlessly. And they really could have stood to have more mechanics just related to dragon fights. Because as it is, it's like you shoot your arrows, or sometimes if you're good enough, you shoot your long-range spells at it, and if it's obliging, it lands so you can punch it a few times, which it's clear that there's no actual logistical reason it needs to do that. It's only doing that to give you a fair fight.
Yeah.
And so ultimately, I guess it didn't really feel like the sort of epic duel of wits that I really wanted.
I did always feel like the dragon was kind of letting me have it there at the end. All right, you've chased me around enough and wasted enough arrows. Fine, I'll land so you can finish me, you big baby.
I think I'm too used to Dungeons & Dragons. Because in Dungeons & Dragons, they don't give you dragons ever. And honestly, if you read, like, the size categories on dragons, any dragon that's, like, that big even, like as big as that one back there, is going to fuck you up.
Yeah, it's a group fight. Yeah, that's a group fight for high-level players.
Where'd he go?
You know what this game needs? This game needs, like, a Terrask equivalent. Something that is so big and powerful you have to literally, like, find an item to wish it dead.
Yeah. I mean, that would actually be really interesting, But, I mean, I guess the problem is that, like...
Maven Blackbriar.
Monsters like the Tarrasque dragons work in Dungeons & Dragons because... This is what I'm getting to. Because, ultimately, if you just go against a dragon, and you're just fighting it with, like, the spells and the weapons of the game, I never felt like that's a fight you can win.
Oh, this is the way you normally
Like, I never feel like if you're actually... Like, it's a CR12 dragon, and you're level 12 party, and you just go at it like it's an ogre or something. You just, like, get in the party formation, set up your heals, throw your bell spells at it. You're gonna die 100% of the time. Like,
Oh, another dragon, yeah!
Oh, you fucking kidding me?
Can I just say that a CR12 dragon sounds like a military weapon?
But...
Oh, also
the
there
real
are
way you
undead here,
fight
so, dragger...
things like dragons is by coming up with a really good out-of-the-box plan. Like, for sort of luring it into an area, or, sort of hitting it, finding its lair and hitting it while it's sleeping. And those are very difficult to systemize in a video game, particularly a video game that's already, like, really heavily burdened, like Skyrim with 1,000 different things they need to program and design and balance.
I would love it if, obviously they wouldn't work for what they have here in Skyrim, but to have a kind of Hobbit thing where you've got a dragon with a horde and your goal is to get into its lair and kill it there. So you've got an arena where you fight it. As opposed to fighting it just sort of randomly in the open world, and where it's something you build up to and prepare for. That would be a neat thing.
I kind of like the idea, like, much how Tarrasques work, where, like, you have to wish them dead. Like, you could fight a dragon to the point where its HP is low enough that it flies away or is effectively dead, but it would require something else, something more clever, something with more preparation, to consume the soul of the dragon and actually, like, kill it.
Yeah, like, even a vampire thing. Like, that actually could be really satisfying in games. Like, I mean, even just, I'm thinking of, like, a dumb example, like, even in Saints Row 4, when you, like, defeat one of those things, and then you have to jump inside it and destroy it from the inside, it feels like it gives it a satisfying sense of routine, as opposed
just
to, like,
dragon
a
fighting its own
boring sense
undead
of routine.
minions.
It's like, you have your battle, which is different, and then it has a familiar, comforting, like last coup de grace feel to it.
Too often that ends up being just a crappy QuickTime event, but I agree that here There's something anticlimactic about just wailing your sword against a dragon until its health bar reaches 0, and then it just flops over. Like, it's like, oh, epic dragon fight! Flap, 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 up, it's dead. Oh, okay, dragon's dead.
And you know, we are bitching pretty much constantly about this, but I have to admit, if I had gone back in time when I was playing Morrowind, the best Elder Scrolls game ever made, and punching a rat with a fork, and I had showed myself this video, I would be drooling all over my screen.
Yes. Yes.
No, I mean,
This
they're not
is-
bad,
Oh
it's
my
just...
god.
I don't know what did that.
Yeah,
Storm
what was
Atronarchs
that?
were not meant
Did
for
you
this
just
level. I
shoot-
summoned a Storm Atronarch with...
I thought you shot lightning out of your junk. I was like, what scroll is that?
That would be way better. Okay, that's what actually happened, Seamus. I was lying to be modest. That's not a Storm Atronarch right there.
You have found a scroll
Catbert
of...
Storm Atronarch. That's a...
Of
not
lightning
Storm
bunch.
Atronarch.
Nessa!
Reginald Catbert Storm Atronach. Oh yeah, that's just his thing.
There you are.
I mean, not that he has a thing, because he isn't a thing, but, he's a joker, and he doesn't exist. Seriously, Josh,
Yeah.
where are we going next? Do we fast travel?
No, there's still stuff here. There's a word wall over there. Look at it. It's so pretty.
Oh, I guess we're getting stuff here. Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. Yeah, it's true that we bitch about the dragon
Vitality.
fights and it does feel like a gimme, but it's spectacle, and it works mechanically. I don't think it's an awful part of the game. It
Oh.
makes you wish for more after you do it a few times.
Exactly. Like again, I hate to keep drawing comparisons to the Big Daddy fights, but it really is the same
really bad
concept.
trap.
Wow. They're really memorable because they are so good the first time out,
Hey,
but
you.
then the leveling mechanics reduce their importance or interest as you reach the point where it's a sort of routine.
Oh god, what have I done? What the f...
What the fuck?
What is even happening?
Did you is that Draugr Death Overlord? What the fuck is that?
It's
That
a really
is a
high-level
guy
monster
who-
that I probably should not be fighting right now. It's
Yeah,
just one
there's
shot.
a guy who is
Oh,
evidently
God.
having none of it.
What have I got for scrolls?
I just like the way Seamus framed that because I like the idea that Seamus, as a DM, like I roll a natural 20, I attack the guy, I have to be doing like tons of damage, and Seamus just turns to me and goes, "He's having none of it."
Yes.
Ah, shit!
Josh,
You
what are
guys.
you doing? Why are you fighting this guy?
I don't know.
And then getting drunk while fighting.
That will help me fight more better.
I
What
run
this
away
game
though.
really needs is a potion of reset dragon shout countdown.
Yeah.
Seriously.
And then we all
Speaking
got
of
quiet.
creatures, speaking of creatures that are more powerful than
crap.
dragons, like we just spanked a couple of dragons, and then this guy is going to clean our clock.
Dragon's like on the middle of the food chain. Where is he? I hope he didn't kill
I will
Jameson.
say, I wish there were. This is kind of a
No,
tangent.
she's still here.
I wish there were more games that were based around asynchronous combat. Like,
Yeah.
that's one thing that I have a lot of fun with in Dawn of the Dragons, is like fighting monsters that are way tougher than you could beat in
Oh,
like
shit.
a straight battle.
Do you
Well, you're not
mean
supposed to do that. You're supposed to-
asymmetrical? Not asynchronous?
Oh my god!
Asynchronous, what the fuck?
Oh my god, the trap killed him!
I bet he's
my
really
God,
regretting
Josh.
having that installed on his front step. You know,
I take
for
it back,
all-
that's the
for-
best trap ever!
For all the trap lobby talks about its home defense purposes, you're 75% more likely to be killed with your own trap than you are to ever kill an intruder.
Anyway,
Oh, I don't believe that worked!
But yes, I did mean asymmetrical.
It's like all of his health bar, boom, one shot.
I think one of the reasons the dragon fights disappoint is that unlike role-playing, which is virtually non-existent in this game, the dragon fights are obviously and sensically tied to the combat systems, which is what the core of this game really is. And so it feels like as sort of this big selling point slash core systems tie-in, they should feel like they have more meaning than they do. Whereas, like, role-playing, you don't mind so much when it's just sort of like, I have a problem, and you're just sort of like, yes, let me solve it.
Yeah, imagine you went on a vacation to Tibet, and, like, you discovered that the big thing is climbing Mount Everest, and you're, like, leading up to it, and you're watching all these videos of people talking about their climbs, and you get there, and it's, like, a really grueling first day, and then afterwards, like, you round the corner, your guide's like, well, here we are! And you're like, oh, we're at the top. That was... I thought that was gonna be... Is there any more Everest? And I was like, nope, that's it. You can do it again if you want.
Restoration increased to 23, yeah! Okay, now we can leave.
Where are
Thank
we leaving?
goodness.
To the Rift Imperial camp, because we are a soldier of the Empire that totally was doing important Empire stuff.
Before we dicked around, pissed off the Empire, killed a bunch of their horses, and then slayed some dragons.